Okay, what would you do? Like, you feel like you found the love of your life and you're like, he's hit all the marks. But then you happen to walk in on him late at night. He thinks you're asleep and then he's just deep
just
into
trolling.
like trolling, just like shitting on and writing these messages to like random people, like calling them like.
I think I would rather find out that he was a serial killer. Because that takes effort.
Hey guys, big thanks to Nuuly and Urban Outfitters for hooking us up with some of the outfits and accessories in today's episode.
Slugs.
Hi.
We just recorded a Patreon, all of us, Jules, Jenna, and Coco and I. And if you want to check it out, you could go to the Patreon. We actually covered a lot of like dating. Jules has some dating stuff going on.
If you want to find out Jules' secret crush,
ooh,
sign up for our Patreon. Help her in her dilemma with this boy.
I had to face humiliation also, and I handled it. So you can check out the Patreon and shout out to our Golden Slug, Brandon. Hi, Slugs. I'm so excited. I've been having so much fun on tour. I love seeing you guys. This month, I've got Philadelphia, Boston, and New York City. Those are all going to be November 14th, 15th, and 16th, and you can get tickets at the link below or at prettylittlebabytour.com. Welcome, Cristina Mariani.
Welcome.
We have a new face. Christina is a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like a comedian that's famous from Kill Tony?
I don't think I'm famous.
Oh.
I've been on Kill Tony a few times, but
Was he nice to you?
yeah, he was pretty nice.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen how mean he can be, so I think he was pretty nice to me.
Yeah. Welcome to Y2K.
Welcome. I think I'm really struggling with Y2K.
Why?
I know
You
that
look
this is like
perfect.
my prime, right? Like this is when I was supposed to have been thriving, but I don't know if I ever wore this stuff.
This is Gen Z version. Like
Okay.
that shirt is right to me.
Yes, that's correct.
I just took it from your guys' pile. This
No, we
isn't what I
know.
showed up.
And Jules, what is this? You look like Snoop Dogg.
Jules.
My own version of Y2K.
But do you know Y2K?
I just know the skinny jeans where it's almost like
Low rise. It sounds-
and low rise where it's
Yeah.
almost
Oh
to
my
the
God.
bush. Is
Yeah.
it that it?
Gobi took his shit.
Gobi!
She never does that.
Gobes!
Oh my God, are you anxious? My poor baby. I know this is traumatizing for you.
No, it's not. I've been watching Whitney's dogs, and I feel like maybe there's something that dogs just her dogs have been nonstop too.
Wait, you mentioned that yesterday because they around you and they normally don't.
They don't, and I'm like, what? Is it me? Am I the one? Am my anxiety makes them anxious? You know?
Oh.
She literally is so housebroken that she has not inside in like 8 years.
Maybe I have like. It's like
Sometimes the lights and like the podcast, like Donut is a weirdo in here too.
Oh my goodness.
It's so
Gobi.
embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Oh, you guys are shaming her. Wait, you know what's crazy? So we went to the pet store a couple weekends ago as like an activity to look at the fish and like just whatever with Ace and Donut. And they had this costume for dogs there because it was around Halloween. And it was like a jail, you know, the striped suit. And then like you could put a necklace on and say like what your crime was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we have to get this because Donut has been scratching at the door, waking us up. She's like a villain. She's in her villain era. And then Dave's like, I don't believe in publicly shaming our family. I'm like, it's Donut. And he would not publicly shame Donut. But she's not going to know.
I feel like she would know.
What?
Yeah. I kind of agree with Dave.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
like-
sweet, but is it one of those things where you keep like the shit talking within the family?
Yes.
It's like these are safe things to say like to my sister, to my mom, but you don't let it leave like the inner circle. I don't know. Do you think it's okay to publicly shame an animal?
I don't think it's like put a kick me sign on their back. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. But I'm just, that's what I thought of when you said
The sign.
the sign.
Yeah.
Just, that would be bad. I don't think anybody would like you if you did that either, you know?
They wouldn't like me.
Because like a dog, what are they doing that you're like publicly shaming them for, you know?
But they don't know. It's just a cute photo.
Tito Bobby always calls our other dog like really, really stupid. and I get so mad at him.
Really?
Because I feel like Stubbs listens and knows what's stupid.
You think?
Yeah, it's like that Japanese study with like water, right?
I hate this so much.
It becomes what you say. They become what you say. So it's
So
like,
do you believe that you can like heal with your mind?
I think even like Western medicine supports that idea that if you have a pretty good attitude about your prognosis, like stress and cortisol and adrenaline and accumulation of all of that like will alter your outcome. But if you have like a positive prognosis, I think there is something to be said about that, or a positive like outlook.
Okay.
Donut is perfect. She's not a criminal. She's a normal dog who likes to scratchy scratch.
Okay,
And you just gotta think about it like that.
I do love her and she's my child.
And Gobi, why did you take a shit in front of all of my friends?
Ooh,
Why did we
you're
do
not
that?
over it.
I'm over it. You know, she's just a little nervous and shy. It's okay, buddy.
Christina, were you disciplined as a child?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
how?
I mean, were you guys not?
Oh, I was. I was but then I grew up in like not America, so that was allowed.
Me too. I grew up in Italy.
Oh,
Where did you grow up?
Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Her Philippines too. So we got, the typical like head to toe like lashing.
Oh, cool. Me too.
Me too?
Yeah. Italians and Asians, I think we get along.
I think that actually explains a lot of like your demeanor.
Yeah. I seem like I've been beaten.
You do, yeah,
I have that.
but she has that. I
vibe.
have that. Like if you see us like walking in the street, like I can tell who's been beaten.
Really? I don't
Because
feel like
you guys, you stand a little too straight. There's no like fear in your heart. I'm like, she hasn't been struck once in her life.
It's true.
You can tell because the people who haven't got beat have the audacity.
They do have the audacity.
I've got it. I've got the audacity.
Yeah, and I envy the audacity because I don't have the audacity to like tell off a bank teller,
Oh.
like or like talk to Spectrum. You do.
Okay, so a few weeks ago we were talking about how like I don't have anger, and so I've been trying to like find the places in my life where I get the rage and the anger, and I'm picking up on it, and it's like when a male worker talks down to me, like at the TSA, he was like, and I literally was like blood pumping, like wanted to find him afterwards. Like I've been thinking about him still. Like I want to fly back to Portland and be like, you didn't know what the you were talking about. Like I want to go off. Like there's something about a man talking down to me where I'm like, no, no, it's not like that. You can't. This is not like that for you.
That was my biggest fear when I first came here. Like any immigration officers at the airport.
But that's a legit fear.
Or like TSA, I was just so scared.
When they say like welcome to
them.
America and you see the flag,
Yeah.
and then you're like, what do I say?
Yeah, I forget to like speak English and I just don't know what to do.
What do you think they're gonna do to you though? Like
don't
deport
know.
you right then and there, or
Yeah.
say like, no, you may not enter?
Yeah. Even my mom is scared of them, even till now.
I have to always give them like a script.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like, say this, say that, because like they get tongue tied and it's so silly. It's like, where are you staying? And instead of saying like, I'm staying at my cousin's house, they're gonna be like, I am a legal immigrant.
illegal,
Yeah.
not illegal.
Yeah, not illegal. I am illegal. Like they give all the wrong answers because they're so frightened.
Ugh, I get that. What did you see like a movie where that scared you, like Argo or something?
I
She just saw
don't
Trump's
know.
face in the Welcome to America sign. She's like, oh.
They're just like always screaming at you and I don't understand.
Ugh, I
They
hate
are, but
that.
that's everyone at the airport, don't you think?
Yeah, they're awful. When
Yeah.
they get too ooh, and they're nasty. I'm gonna go fly to Portland today. Like I need to find this guy. He was so wrong about what he told me. And seemed like he knew what he was saying and got to tell me to go back to the counter. And it's like, but you were wrong. He was wrong. Christina.
How old were you?
Yeah.
when you,
What ages were you in Italy? We need to know.
I moved around 5 when I was 5 or 6, and then I moved back when I was like 11.
Oh, you moved back here? at
I
11?
moved back when I was 11. So I was born here. My parents were smart about it. So I got my citizenship here. Then we moved to Italy and then moved back.
Why
Yeah.
did they go there?
To Italy? I
Yeah.
don't, just for family, I imagine.
Are they from there?
Yeah, they're from Italy. So all their family is in Italy. So, but then we live in a really small town in Italy. So I think my dad just got stir crazy and then he wanted to just come back.
Do you think you could ever live there? Like, do you want to?
I think so. I think my town specifically, it's like maybe when I retire, when I'm like, it's in the mountains. There's not a lot to do. It's
That's
really
how I feel
pretty.
about Skokie, Illinois, where I'm from.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, I'm gonna retire there.
You're gonna retire in Skokie?
Yes, the second Dave dies, I'm going because he won't go.
Is that when you fully retire? Is when he passes?
That's a good question.
You don't want to die immediately after he dies?
Women can't die immediately after. I think it's like women actually live longer the sooner their partner dies, and then men die immediately after
That's
the woman.
so true. My Aunt Ellen has been a widow for 70 years. And she's 97 and she has a boyfriend with a yacht. Like, that's how much you thrive if your husband dies young. You could be in your 90s with a yacht boyfriend.
Yeah, that tracks. And before they used to market it as like, men, they just like die from heartache and women don't. And it's like, no, we have one less thing to burden us, burden our souls.
But you guys know I'm not remarrying after Dave. I'm going to get a dog and name him Dave and move to Skokie and live in my childhood home and rot.
That's so scary.
Why is that scary? Why does it scare
like
you?
to-
What's coming up for you?
To go back to
Why are
like
you
your
triggered?
childhood home.
We're meant to die.
Yeah, I guess it's like full circle because that's your dad's home.
Yeah,
dad's
my
house,
grandparents
yeah.
died there. It's like that's where I go to die.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we'll have to be pen pals when you're in the mountains. It'll probably be
Where
a
do
while.
you want to die?
In the mountains.
I don't know if I want to die in the mountains,
No?
but maybe like somewhere cool. The mountains is okay, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, Christina, you're so interesting because you're so like skinny and pretty, but you're like weird.
What?
And usually when like pretty girls are like pretty like that.
Stop.
No, you must know this. I'm not the first. But like usually, like if someone's like tall and skinny and pretty or whatever, like they fit the criteria and they're a little weird, it's like the looks cover it. Like no one can tell. But you, it's like it
forget?
comes out. Your weirdness really does lead.
Shine through. It shines through.
It leads the way.
Thank you so much.
Did you sneer at tall girls like us growing up?
No, I never sneered at you guys. I think I was just like, wow, like that's cool.
But didn't you always feel like the cute boys loved like the petite girls?
Oh
growing
yeah,
up?
I don't think I ever got attention for boys. I've always wanted to be short. My posture's so bad because I would slouch to try to be as tall as my short friends. I was always the tallest one.
It's actually very Y2K to slouch because I'm Mary-Kate and Olsen.
Yeah. And then even Paris
Mary-Kate and Ashley, sorry. Yeah,
slouch.
Paris.
But I do feel like the petite girls, especially in the Y2K era, really like ran it. Like you guys were like the cool, even in high school, like no one wanted, my sister's 6 feet tall. So she's like the skinny, lanky, tall girl. And I'm not that tall, but I'm 5'8", tall enough. And the short girls were always like the ones who got picked to everything.
And they have the audacity.
The audacity, yeah.
They
How
do.
could you even say to me, how could both of you look me in the eyes and say that the short girls got picked for everything when like such a thing as gym class exists?
Yeah, but the boys aren't choosing you based on your gym class abilities. They're choosing you based on the fact that you're petite and you're like this.
Have you
small
ever
thing.
been picked last in gym class?
I was picked first my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you fucking go.
Yeah, but you think that dude
Always
wants a
last.
big back bitch who can do like crunches all day.
You think that it matters the guy picks you? It matters that you're standing there, the last one standing in every class, and it's humiliating, and you're just standing there. It's like stand-up comedy. That's probably why I became a stand-up comedian, because I'm just standing there in front of everyone by myself, and they're looking at me like I'm a fucking loser. Like,
But then Lisa Traeger did expose you. Remember when she was
What?
like, you were the cute girl in theater and you would show off your hickeys. You would put your ponytail up. You dated the hot guy, the popular guy.
stop.
See?
We're talking about gym class, okay? Obviously, there's two sides to everyone.
It's hard to hide when you're tall and awkward. That's not a good combination.
Yeah, it
You
was.
know?
I agree. It was
Like if
really.
you're confident and you like act tall, if that makes sense, then yeah, that's great. But if you're awkward and tall, then you're just trying to like hide, and then people can just, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
just like,
No, my sister went through that her whole life. Like she was bullied because of how tall. She was always the one that stuck out, and I was always, trying to defend her and fight her bullies for her because she was tall and awkward.
There's another thing that's weird about you for being a comedian. You're good at makeup.
Oh, thank you. It took me a long time today to do it. I usually don't put that much effort
Really?
into it. Yeah.
I feel like you always look like done up and
Really?
cute.
Thank you. I think when I know I'm going to do something, I get really self-conscious, so that's why I do
How
it.
can you get self-conscious?
Yeah,
Look
you're
at how
so pretty.
pretty
You guys
and
are
big
really-
your eyes are.
You guys stop.
You lived in Italy for 6 years. Like, how could you be self-conscious? You're so interesting.
You guys are interesting too.
I have a question for you guys. So, the past week, I'm sure everyone saw this, Shantae Joseph's article in Vogue, where she says, is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? And everyone, you're either really offended by this or you totally get it. And I want to know where you guys stand.
First, I want to summarize the article a little bit because is having a boyfriend embarrassing now is the title of it, which is like, I think the article is more nuanced than that like splashy title, which it sort of depicts how like in our like online culture, maybe like 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, whatever, it's like was the ultimate status symbol to like introduce your boyfriend to everyone online and be like all your pictures and content with him, and like it would actually like make you get like more brand deals or just more attention, but that the pendulum has swung. And now it's like boyfriendifying your content makes you kind of boring and like not that interesting. And I think that's true. Whether it's online or not, whenever your friend gets too into her boyfriend, it's embarrassing.
And they just forget about you, and then they're just like, oh, focus with the boyfriend.
And it's
just
their whole personality.
Yeah.
I think the article really does a good job of being like, hey, like it's not a flex to post. And the Jules was pointing out earlier, she's like, now they do like the low-key posting where it's just his hands.
Or like a strand of hair.
Strand of hair, but they never actually do like the boyfriend reveal.
I
and
hate that.
You hate that more than fully posting someone? Because you don't post Dave like at all.
No, I don't, because he doesn't allow me to. My page would be just Dave. It'd be at Esther Monster featuring Dave. Like, the reason I don't like that is because I find that to be just literally the modernized version of the old way.
Okay.
So, and I feel like you think you're getting away with something like, oh, I'm like, I actually, it drives me nuts. I'd rather see your cheesy, like, fucking you and your boyfriend in sweaters with pumpkin spice lattes in front of a pumpkin patch. Like, I'd rather give me 20 pictures in your carousel of that bullshit than this, like, here's a strand of his hair. It's like, you're playing this, like, coy game. Like, I'm so, you know what it says to me? It's like, I'm taken, but I'm so, like, secretive about it. I don't know. It's like icky to me.
Yeah.
I think it's called soft launching, right? When you don't want to like let people see who it is, but you want them to know, oh, I'm with somebody. To me, sometimes it kind of feels like, oh, this was a post to make another guy jealous.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like when you don't show who it is, but it's like, oh, look, it's just kind of like, or maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's just a theory, but you know what I mean? Like if there's somebody you like and you're just they're not texting you back or something, and maybe it's your brother, maybe it's not even a romantic interest, and you're just like, let's do this for me. Like,
I don't have a brother, so I use my dad.
His like salt and pepper hair.
His hands are purple. He's dead.
you're at a morgue.
I really love my partner. I really feel like I struck gold and he is like a rare gem in society. And with that said, I agree, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I get it. I get why it's embarrassing. It's not that I'm embarrassed of my partner. Women have really stepped up in the last 20, 25 years in a way that like no man can match. That's like my true belief.
Are you saying that in theory you wish...
Sorry, guy. You're cool too, but you know what I mean.
You wish in theory that you could be like single for how cool that is.
I think that when I was single, for the couple years before I met Aloha, I was like, for me to give this up this like perfect situation where I felt I needed nobody. I mean, outside my friends and family, of course, but it's just like I didn't need like a man. I really liked my lot in life. I really liked where I was at. I loved everything about my life. Like for me to give that up, he needed to exceed
he needed to make
tier.
It better.
Yeah, he either needed to completely pour into this and like make my life, enhance my life in so many ways, or like not even bother. Because I think that singledom is like a coveted status, and that's what she writes about.
I mean, I guess I do agree with that because, like I've said, like Dave has said to me recently, he's like, if something happens to me, like I think you should find someone else. And I've straight up said like, I barely want to be with you. Like like you're here because you're grandfathered in. Like I'm not seeking out someone new after this because of all the things you said. It's like I have my needs met now. Yeah. Like I'm good.
It's not as urgent, and it's not this like I don't want to be picked by a man. That means nothing to me.
But I also think it's easier said than put in practice because I do feel like being single has its down. I don't know. You're single, right? Are you single? Mm-hmm. Why don't we let the single ladies speak?
Yeah. Tell us how it is on the other side.
I feel like it's so fun to be single.
Really?
And just not have to care about another person's feelings. And just like talk to so many people and just like flirt and have fun. And that's it. It's so fun.
So do you want a boyfriend?
No.
Wow.
I just want to talk to people.
She hardly even wants to talk to them.
That's true.
Yeah.
But when I talk, it's fun. And I think, I don't know. I just feel like having a boyfriend right now is embarrassing. Like in my 20s. I don't know. That's why I think.
And you never even posted your ex, right?
Never.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing. But I would get mad at him if he doesn't post me.
Of course.
Makes perfect sense. I get it.
The maths for me.
Yeah.
Christina, what about you?
I like being single too. It's like so much more fun. But I think it's like maybe we had a bad experience the last time that really put me off of guys. I don't think having a boyfriend's embarrassing. I think having like a bad guy and then you're with them and you don't know what they're doing and then you feel embarrassed. Like, man, they were doing all this stuff and I'm like with them and you know?
And yeah, it like taints your own like reputation even. I think
and then just like you love them and then you act embarrassing even though they're being like kind of shitty and then you're just like, and then you look at yourself, you're like, God, when did I become so embarrassing? So I think it's embarrassing because it's making me feel embarrassed of myself. Does that make sense? You know, like it's not like, oh, this person's embarrassing. It's more like I feel embarrassed that I let this person do that to me and it's reflecting to me where I'm inadequate and what I need to work on myself. I think that's how it's...
That makes sense because I sent this article to my friend who is like super successful and she recently broke up with a dude who like she found out later on was like an absolute tweaker. Like he hid his cocaine addiction. To me, not very well, but to her because she couldn't like, she was in love, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, he's just high energy sometimes. And then sometimes he just crashes out and sleeps for 3 days. And in my head, I'm like, he's a cokehead.
See, that's what's embarrassing. It's us making excuses instead of just being like, oh, let's just find somebody who's maybe like, because I do that too. Like I get so like, oh, well, you know, I make excuses and that's embarrassing. It's like I shouldn't be making excuses.
And I've absolutely been there. I've been that girl making excuses for a dude.
The other thing in the article was they talked about like some women just say they don't post their partner because they're like afraid of the evil eye or they're afraid of rubbing it in because our society right now is like there's so many like great women and there's not many great men, and so like if you are lucky enough to have found someone, like maybe you don't want to like rub it into the single people, but like it's not like that for everyone. And sometimes I do feel like I don't want to make my whole personality or even a big part of my personality like being partnered or having a kid even, because that's who am I isolating or, you know, making them feel left out. But also it's like, what am I going to do, not be who I am? I don't know.
Yeah, I think about this a lot because my whole relationship, decade-long relationship with Bobby was posting him. And like I wouldn't, half of like 90% of my grid when I look back at it, like I've cleaned it up since, was just him. I was like his professional videographer and photographer, and anything he did that was silly, I was like that stage mom. It was like, do it again, sweetie. let's post this. And my whole identity was just me and him. And I look back now and I'm like, God, I was like, oh, why did I do that?
I think that's cool.
And maybe it was a sign of the times, because that was like the era of like coupledom, like you flex your partner. Right?
I also think it's cool that you pick this role in partnerships at times where like you're sort of like building them up and like they're the star. And I there's something about that I really admire, and I think it feels like almost relaxing to me, where you're like, oh, they're the star and I'm just documenting them. I don't know, that feels like nice.
But would you prefer being the star instead of you?
She makes Dave paparazzi photo shooter.
But I'm like, there have been times where I'm like I feel like his career is really popping off and mine isn't, and I'm like into it. I'm like, oh, this is like fun to be like telling everyone about what he's up to. And I just lately I'm like, oh, I like that role a little bit when I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Khalyla had it right. Like, that's good.
Oh yeah, you have to be the stage mom and kingmaker.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of mommy-like.
What are your dreams, baby? Let's get you there.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, I forgot to tell the podcast I'm pregnant.
Oh, yay! She's revealing it. She didn't just, get fluffy in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, no, everywhere. I'm pregnant, guys.
You still look so thin.
Mm-hmm.
You're crazy, you guys.
Thinner than me.
Mm-hmm.
Jules!
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that. I'm like gaining so much more weight this time. I'm like having so much good self-esteem. Yeah.
You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You do.
I'm having another baby.
How do you feel about it?
I feel a lot. This was chosen. This was planned. I really want, as you know.
I do know.
I psychotically wanted another kid. It was a horrible first 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I threw up every night at like 7 o'clock, like clockwork, and it was violent. And
Maybe that's why you're so skinny.
that's what I thought. But now I'm like at that point where you get hungry, and my acid reflux isn't as bad this time. So I'm like, pregnancy makes you hungrier.
It's normal.
Food tastes better.
Yeah.
I'm like college Esther. Like,
yeah, blood flow is why.
Yeah, I'm eating a lot. I'm really glad to be out of the first trimester. It was hell on earth. But yeah, and we'll announce the gender soon.
Do you think you're going to have a favorite child?
Ace is my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love Ace.
But you haven't even met
I know,
baby.
I need to meet this one. But right now, I don't have a connection with it at all.
Which is like totally normal, by the way. I feel like there are women who feel like, I can't wait to meet you, and I can't, they say all these things. Like, they feel very connected to their pregnancies. And there are people that just don't.
Yeah.
It feels like...
Also, pregnancy does not suit my personality. Like, I typically like to be the one sucking the life out of someone else. And so this is just not a comfortable zone for me. But whatever. Do you want kids? Are you pregnant?
Yeah. No, eventually. But I think it really depends for me, the person I'm dating. Some people I'm like, oh, I really would want to have kids with this person. And other people I'm like, nope, this person would leave the kids in the car. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like right now, no, I would not want kids. But eventually, probably, if I meet the right guy.
Khalyla was with the wrong guy.
I think he's the right guy he was the right guy for someone. And for me, for however long that we lasted, he was absolutely the right guy for my life at that time. But he would leave the baby in a hot car.
Yeah, see, that's like...
You guys are accusing them of murder.
These things, and it's not even that they would do it intentionally. I just don't think it's in their wheelhouse to know how to fully care for another, like, living being.
And I really, some people I really loved, and I know they, like, cared about me, but they just, their lifestyle, like, I dated, like, a really big stoner. And I was like, I don't want him getting high in front of the kids eventually. He vapes all the time. He's addicted to that. Like, there's little things where I'm like, I don't think I would want to have
That's not a little thing.
Yeah, I know, but like, then that's stuff where it's like, oh, maybe I do extra forms of birth control just in case, you know.
Which ones?
Like I'll just like take a plan B, just even if we
don't have sex,
even if we don't have sex, just in case, just a preemptive one.
Even if you guys just kiss. Yeah. But you know, the good news is that stoners, like their sperm is a little slow.
They get lost.
Yeah,
like I'm hungry, I don't want to go anymore. They just take a nap on the way there.
It's true though, because I have a friend where him and his wife did IVF, and so they got her eggs out, and then his sperm, they like killed all the eggs.
Oh no.
So it's like she went through all this work, and then the sperm just like pew, 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 pew. Like it just did nothing.
It killed the eggs.
Yeah, and so then they did it again when he like quit weed.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were able to make them.
Yeah, because you have like the broken neck sperms that just like swim in circles. They don't know where to go. What? And you can see it under a microscope and they look so stupid. It's like they're chasing their own tail. And it's like, hey, the egg's there. Like they don't know where it is because they're just like...
They should do sperm on different drugs. Did you guys see the video of the spiders on different drugs?
No.
There's a video of like spiders.
Oh, the webs.
The webs, yeah. How they make the webs. They should do that, but with sperms. Like a sperm on cocaine just gets to the egg immediately. It starts a business.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We're little Looney Tunes over here.
Oh, it's been crazy.
And everyone needs better help.
The sun is setting really early, and you already know what that means for me. The sads.
I'm sorry, but I love it.
I can't stand it.
It makes me sad
because she's
and not feel
she's a freaking vampire.
Yeah, it makes me really sad. I texted her the other day. I was like, the dimming of the day happening, especially when you're alone in your apartment.
It's less time with the evil sun.
Anyways, we're little Looney Tunes here, and we
need
talk
therapy.
about therapy a lot because we all need it more than the average person, I think.
All the time.
I think everyone needs it.
Everyone needs it.
Whenever I have good therapy, I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I start this when I was 10?
If you're thinking of giving therapy a try BetterHelp.
This month, don't wait to reach out, whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself. BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/trashtuesday. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/trashtuesday.
All right, you guys, now we're going to take a look at some of the most memorable outfits of the 2000s.
Okay.
This is so
classic.
This is the greatest look that has ever been made and will never be beaten. Britney Spears VMAs 2001, Slave for You. There will never be something more artistic, more creative, more fairy-like, more hot, more perfect. This is just what has ever come close to this. Look at your shirt you're wearing. It's literally inspired by this.
Is belly piercings a thing in your...
I mean, now, yeah, I think so. A lot of my friends they have belly piercing.
There, yeah.
Really?
I really want to get a nipple piercing.
I think they're cute, but the thought of it is too painful to me.
Yeah, same.
There's pasties at Fashion Nova that they're like, and it has a nipple piercing.
Yeah, but that's like such a
I just
pussy
saw that the
move.
other day. I was like, what? They have that now?
Like, you mean under the shirt it looks like it?
Yeah, so then, I don't know why, like, I mean, I guess I do. It's like, oh, it looks like I'm that type of person, but I don't, you know, but
False
I'm not brave
advertising.
enough to be that type of person.
Yeah. I had everything pierced in Y2K.
You had your belly button?
Belly button, my tongue, my eyebrow.
Shut up.
Yeah. I had my tongue pierced for like 10 years.
You don't have pictures.
I do. I'll show you, but they're all, on film, right?
Why did you take those out, belly and tongue? I want them both
I
now.
grew up. And this is why this eyebrow doesn't grow as well, because I had this pierced too. And I didn't just have one belly button piercing. I had 3. So I got it pierced on top and pierced on the side. That's why I have...
cool.
I know. And then I got my first tattoo in Vegas at 16 by Injun Joe, his name was.
You little whore.
I know. He spelled Injun, I-N-J-U-N. He really was like native. So like he wasn't like cosplaying.
Did the tongue and the belly button hurt?
Not too bad, but my belly button, my third one got infected because I was like in the pool a lot. But the tongue, not too bad. My mom went with me.
So cool though.
Yeah, I really went for it.
Christina, would you get a body piercing?
Yeah, I mean, I think belly button piercings look cool. My belly button is not. It's like a crater. I think I have a really weird belly
Is it really
button.
deep?
I feel like I ate a lot when my mom was pregnant with me. Like my umbilical cord just like got really stretched out. I think it's what it looks like if you.
I'm sure it looks normal.
No, actually, Bobby saw my belly button. We were just walking and it was kind of showing, and he was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh no, my greatest fear.
He jumps in.
Yeah.
That's so funny. The denim on denim dream.
I think it's crazy to have made this choice, but the fact that it like is still so talked about, it's obviously it was worth it.
Looks cool.
Brittany looks great. I hate it on Justin.
Obviously, I don't even see him.
This is very Y2K, but like it makes me sad, and I don't know why.
It's hard for me when you pair the costume extravagance with just like a pair of jeans. Like it does not stand the test of time the way the full look does, in my opinion.
But it's unfortunate that I feel like I have dressed like this to a club.
I'm sure you have, and I'm sure in your day it was good, but it does not stand the test of time.
It doesn't, no. This one's
is cool.
iconic, yeah.
J-Lo in her green dress that she re-wore, which was like pretty cool.
Is J-Lo back on like the upswing, or are people still like shitting on her?
Is she mean or something? I feel like I always hear that she's mean.
I don't know.
I feel like what she gets shit on for is like she still wants to be that like relatable girl from Jenny from the block, and I think that's where people are like, no.
I've never looked at J-Lo and been like, relatable. You know? I don't know. Was that ever
I know,
a thing?
right?
I've never felt that way.
What we should call it, like some drink that you buy, and she's like, if you know, you know, and everyone's like, no, we don't know. So I think she was like trying to have like this relatable moment of being like, you know, when I was a kid rolling the streets. But I do feel bad for her. I feel like she's gotten a lot of shit for no reason.
Do we really have to feel bad for her? I don't know.
I feel bad for everyone. You know that I think about I think of everyone as a baby, and like their mother either them receiving they were like once a loved baby, and then somewhere down the road they didn't get what they needed, and now they're that.
That's good.
Like when I'm like really down in the dumps and I'm like, why did that person say that about me? Like that's so untrue. That really like hurts me. I want to go kill myself. I'm like, no, that was just a baby that didn't get what they needed.
Because why would somebody go out of their way? Like, what kind of person? Have you guys ever done that? Like, commented on anything? Or,
no.
Like, me either. So it's like hard to even imagine like what, because you can think something in your head and be like, okay, but then I need this person to know that this is how I feel about them, and they don't. It's weird to me. It's
weird,
mentally
right?
ill a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I can think it and then release it. Okay, that's just a thought.
But like, what do they think they're getting from that? It's a them thing. Like, even if it's they say something that hits a nerve because you're like, oh, I feel that way too.
Yeah.
What kind of person does that? Goes out of their way to like try to. What are they doing? What are they doing that? They're not doing anything.
It reflects to me like a powerlessness, where it's like there's no other outlet. So then that's it. They only have that.
I feel like having a boyfriend that's embarrassing. Is like whenever you that's the embarrassing thing.
Imagine finding out, okay, what would you do? Like you feel like you found the love of your life and you're like, he's hit all the marks. But then you happen to walk in on him late at night. He thinks you're asleep, and then he's just deep into trolling. Just like shitting on and writing these messages to like random people, like calling them like.
I think I would rather find out that he was a serial killer. That takes effort.
I know, and there's almost something very like not hot. No, you're not hot with your serial killer, but something more like, okay, like you've thought this big scheme out, versus just being a troll on the internet.
Yeah, and I'm kidding. I wouldn't actually want that, but it's just there's something so like, because what is he working on? If he's doing that, then it means that already there was red flags before. Like there's no way that
you would
have been the love of. There would have been personality problems. Like
I agree.
There would have been stuff that would have like.
It's an impossible scenario.
Yeah, because it would have been. We would have seen weird stuff way earlier if that's what they do. If that's their thing.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have had. He's not running a business. He's not ambitious. He's not busy. If he's spending his time doing that, right?
But I think there are some sleepers. I think that there are dudes where they write the most like vile thing to me, and then I look at their profile and they're like married with kids have literally like seems like a professional.
So
like,
religious.
Religious. It's always the
that doesn't
religious
surprise
people.
me. If they have some biblical shit, I'm like, okay, this actually tracks. But sometimes I look and I'm like, oh, like you have a tiling company and you have a wife and a kid, and then you're talking about like what you would do to like my asshole and how you would kill me
Good
right
or
after
bad?
you did that to my asshole.
I think everyone needs a creative outlet. And I think, you know, I really do. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you can have your 9 to 5, your wife, your kids, but we're all creative. You know, we have this need to create things. And I think for them, it's comments. It's mean asshole comments.
Don't
I guess.
underestimate how easy it is to have like a profile in a public presenting anything online that makes you seem like your life is normal.
Yeah.
That's the easiest trick in the book. Anyone can do that. Everyone here can do that. Doesn't mean anything.
you can curate.
Even like with people with boyfriends, you know, like when they post a ton and to like try to convince, oh, my relation, usually that's when they're not that good, right?
Correct.
Because whenever I'm having fun, I'm not taking any pictures at all. Like whenever I go somewhere and I'm genuinely present in the moment, I'm not like, oh, let's take a bunch of pictures so I can post it on social media and show everybody. Like that's never. So I feel like when you see people that are like curating this online like presence or whatever, it's like, are they having fun? Like, I don't know.
When I see someone who hasn't posted in a while and then they post a picture with their significant other and it's like a big like you know, love of my life, we've had our ups and downs, or this, usually I'm like, they just had like an almost like divorce worthy fight. Like I'm sure of it. It's a red flag when it's like love of my life, ups and downs. Ups and downs is always a big tell.
Obviously people will post their lives online and whatever and with their significant other, but if it's like a whole entire paragraph, that feels kind of like
This isn't
should be
for
intimate,
us.
right? Like it should be like I don't know.
Who are you saying this to? Okay, so there was this guy like 10 years ago now. I met him in Barcelona, and we never hooked up, never did anything. We just like drank one night with a bunch of friends and then called it a day. And then so we became friends on Instagram. And on Instagram, when I tell you this man like bragged about his girlfriend, posted pictures of her even without him in the photograph because she was stunning, like a 15 out of 10, clearly like the girl of his dreams. This man, I never showed interest in him, would be in my DMs and my Snapchat almost every day trying to like solicit something from me. And that's when I knew I was like, nope, whatever that is, like you're full of shit. I learned very early on that like that means nothing. That means nothing.
If anything, if you value something and it's like you really like it, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I won't post anything because I feel like people kind of ruin things and they don't have good intentions. So I like keep a lot to myself.
But I had to learn that the hard way because like early podcasting, I would just overshare. And like I held nothing sacred and then it completely backfired and it just felt icky. So like now after a lot of therapy, I'm like, no, if I love and I care about something, like you will never see me like, because I'm scared, you know, now I know now what the cost of that oversharing is.
Yeah.
I never want to do that again.
So this is kind of related to this big story that's going around TikTok. I don't know if you guys follow this girl, Khalyla. She's considered like one of the top New York City influencers. I happen to love her. Like she's so cute. She's so funny, relatable. Like I absolutely love her content. I think she's awesome. She was dating this guy a couple years ago. And he broke up with her. And she was really oversharing her life at that time. And she shared that he told her point blank, you know what? Like, you're just not the love of my life. Cut to several months later, they get back together. They're still together. Like, they have a house together now. They live together in New York City. Like, recently it's come up, like, sort of viral. A bunch of people have been commenting like, it's weird that I'm watching this girl's life and I know that that man told her 2 years ago, you're not the love of my life. And people are like, a lot of people are like, that's weird. And a lot of people are like, this is none of our business, you know, who cares? But it's just been interesting to see. And like then the girl Hallie like made this video of like, guys, leave me alone. I understand I overshared, but like this is none of your business. I don't know. It's been interesting for me to see because I do understand like I would not want people to know that my fucking partner told me I wasn't the love of his life. But at the same time, guys can say that and it can change.
A lot of things. Yeah. Also, you don't know the context of, when that was said, why it was said. Like, there's just so many. That's what I'm saying. It's like one sentence now dictates how everyone views their relationship moving forward. And it's like, have I said some crazy shit in like the heat of the moment that I possibly didn't mean? Yes, absolutely. Like, do I take it back the same day? I do. That's what I'm saying. Like with the whole like Bobby and me thing, it's like, I wish, like, she's so right. It's like, leave her the fuck alone. Like, you don't know anything about their relationship. You really fucking don't. You don't. She gives you one snippet of one time of a 24-hour day when she's lived years and years and years with this person.
I also am like, I doubt that if you ask Dave in the first like 3 to 6 months of us being together, if he'd say I was the love of his life. Like, I actually almost think it's sort of like red flaggish for a guy that early to think that. It's like really dramatic and really extreme. It's like a signal of extreme feelings, and that's not healthy.
And how are you supposed to know that?
Yeah.
Like it's such like a arbitrary
stupid
kind of like phrase, you're the love of my life. I say that to my dog.
Yeah.
It's such a throwaway for me. Like, that means that holds no water. If a man, poor girl.
You told me before too, like whenever, like if I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and we're fighting, you can't always tell your family immediately.
Exactly. That what you're fighting about, that
Really?
you fought,
You can't
what
always
they've done
complain
wrong.
about them because then that's just what they're...
Yeah, they stay stuck in that fight or what was said, and now you've already moved on as a couple, and now they've just that's their only like indicator of how that relationship is going, especially if you're not sharing the good stuff either. If all you're sharing is just like, hey, we got into a fight, that's they form their opinions based on like a series of all the negative things you've shared.
Yeah, I only tell my mom when it's like over all the bad stuff, because I know that once I tell my mom, then she's never gonna like the person again.
Or
like,
let it go, right?
Or let it go, yeah. But they're also kind of objective too. Like, they're just taking it as data. They're not having any emotion towards it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, like, so it's like, even if you tell them the good stuff, the reason you don't tell them is because you know that that's not acceptable too. Like, I would not tell stuff to my mom because I know she would be like, you shouldn't put up with that. And then I would have to face the reality of, oh, I should not be in this relationship.
Right.
Sometimes we don't want that. And if nobody knows, then we can keep being in a toxic relationship and no one holds us accountable.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. But also, it is like, oh, nobody knows this, because people knowing things and them knowing somehow makes it more real. Because if it's just you, it's like, okay, but everybody else thinks this is good, so it must be good on some level, right? They all think this is the reality. So even if my reality's bad, but if they all knew, then it's like cat's out of the bag. Now that's embarrassing. I'm staying in it. Everybody knows.
I feel like if he is like treating you weird, though, you should be reporting that too.
Yeah, but you don't sometimes, because it's like, God, but I really like him. I want to stay. And then it's embarrassing if I tell them this and I stay. Then it's like, I can feel their judgments of me, which is really just how I feel about myself.
Yeah.
But if they don't know and they see a good thing, it's like, okay, well, at least I'm not being embarrassing publicly. Like,
yeah, that's my gauge, though, of whether or not I should cut it off. But it's also, I feel like in your 20s, early 20s, like, you do have to go through at least like one cycle of like, to know what like toxic is. If you don't date or kiss shitty frogs, like, you're not gonna know what to look for in the next run.
I think for me, all my relationship have like highlighted something that I have to fix with myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like rubbing alcohol or something, you know, like nail polish remover, and you have a cut and it's like, oh, I didn't know that was there. And now you feel it like, oh, this relationship shows I'm really bad with boundaries. That's why this happened. And a lot of times it's so easy to blame the other person because they were kind of shitty. But then if you do that, then you never fix the things, and then you just end up dating the same guy over and over again. I think that's why I've been single too for a while now, is because I'm really trying to not like, oh, okay, let's see if the next guy is better, you know? Like, it's like, okay, let me see what I can do so I attract a better partner now.
I'm getting so triggered by this conversation because of my fucking sister.
What have I been telling you this whole time? You just gotta let go and let God. You want to dive in and you want to like be the person that like, you know, reasons with them as to why they cannot be with this person or that person. It just, that is a losing game.
What do I do?
Nothing. You let go. You let go. That is her life. If she comes to you with X, Y, and Z, then you give her your advice then. But don't give unsolicited advice. Stay the fuck out of it.
I can't.
Unless she's being physically harmed and there's something criminal happening, or this person is a narcissist and you're like, okay, this is a danger to.
But for this loser guy to like only come back when she's moved on and happy repeatedly, and for her to not see that it's this like,
did she go back to that loser guy?
it's like on the verge.
Oh my God, this is pissing me off.
It's so bad. Like I wish I could like, if for the Patreon next week or whatever, we should get into it. But like, it's so bad. It's consuming me because I'm like, this guy is like winning.
My sister was in a relationship with a fully classically narcissistic man, so emotionally abusive for 6 years. You know the kind of mouth I have, like, you know the kind of rage I have. For me to just sit back and watch and not intervene, like, took everything out of me. Like, I saw her cortisol face. She had like, she was so sick, so physically ill chronically. He's the reason she still has lupus today or has any autoimmune stuff. Like, he dragged her to hell. And there was a point at which like I kind of intervened, and my sister and I didn't talk for 3 months. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that again, because clearly she still wants to be in this relationship. So in order for me to keep a closest eye on her, I knew that I had to play nice, just so in case shit got really bad, that I was close enough to pull her out of it. Because if he were to successfully isolate, well, his whole thing was to try to isolate me. So in my head, I'm like, he's a narcissist. He's going to try to isolate her whole family. He almost did, except I outsmarted him because I'm like, a fucking sniffy from a fucking mile away, you dipshit. And I was like, no, I'm going to play so fucking nice so I stay as close as possible. And she's always within my grasp. And eventually, thank fucking God, she left, but she left on her own terms.
This is never going to happen for me.
But
I'm never going to get there.
Not my voice, but for our Romanian friend Raluca, who she hadn't seen in like 6 years, to meet up with my sister in Vegas. And Raluca was like, in her most Romanian bluntness, was like, why do you look like this? Why do you feel like this? Why are you sounding like this? Like, what happened to you? You look like a shell of yourself. And then she broke up with him that night. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, that girl like switched a light, because my nagging wasn't going to help. She's heard me time and time again.
Yeah, I'm nagging. But the bullshit that I hear about soulmates and connection and spark, it's like, you sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
You sound like a fucking idiot. This man literally at one point pulled her out of a living situation that she had to live with him, then broke up with her and left her homeless. And then cost me money. So that's really what makes me mad, is that it's also a financial burden on me because of him. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, but it's a dopamine rush. That's really what it is. It's like
know.
roller coaster manipulation. It's a
slot machine.
Yeah, it's a slot machine.
And it's like, how do you not see that? How does an adult not see that?
I think it's just like a drug addiction, where it's like when you're out of it, you don't get it. You're like, how? Just stop. It's bad for you, you know? But it's like...
It's a drug. You're right.
Yeah,
you can't like reason with a drug addict.
Also, I think when you don't like yourself or love yourself, it feels more honest when somebody's treating you like shit. It's like, well, this person is treating me exactly the way I deserve to be treated.
Oh, yeah.
I've thought about this stuff a lot. It's like, so that's why it's so important to have good self-esteem, I think, and treat yourself well and feel like you're worth more, because then it feels honest when you meet a nice guy. Because a lot of time nice guys seem phony, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, why are they treating me so well? I don't deserve it.
Suspicious.
Especially if when a guy is just immediately nice to you and immediately they want to treat you well, you're like, well, I didn't earn this. This feels phony. They're lying, And so then you accept less because it's like, okay, well, I need to like earn it and then it'll be more real.
Yeah.
But it's just all distortions in your head.
Yep.
And sometimes you can't like grow out of them though, because they're just so deeply programmed in you. And so then you get stuck in these cycles because you're like, well, this is what I deserved. And while you're in the cycle, you can't even like do anything to like love yourself because you're in the cycle.
Yeah,
so you have to just be out of it to figure this stuff out. And
I'm going to accept the lowest bar possible if I'm not in a place of feeling like I'm like worthy in any way. Yeah. I don't think that badgering your friends to get out of a relationship is the way they get out of it.
People do what they want to do.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, she was dating a guy, and before they even made it official, I was like, you don't like this guy. This isn't. And she dated him for 4 years, and and then they broke up, and she's like, "You're right." Like 4 years later. Yeah, I was like, I knew this. Like you can just tell because it's like you're objective, you love them, you don't have all the feelings that they're having in that moment. So it's easier for like.
That's the thing though. It's like when you've already been swept in, it's so hard. Like all objectivity is like out the window. You're just really like blind almost. I don't know, Jules, you don't have to say too much, but like you're going through something similar where you hate a certain friend's like boyfriend, right?
Yeah. Well,
and he's like dangerous.
Oh my gosh, she's crazy, but I can't say anything. But I see her as a best friend, but I feel like you've told me enough times like you can't just, force people to decide like for their decisions. But I don't know, it's just so dumb. He's so stupid. He's just fucking but I can't do anything.
You can. You just gotta go. Okay.
I think it's a good sign though that they like when they tell you these things, because it's almost like their like intuition talking to you, like being like, "Hey, help." But then they go back in it. But the fact that they already opened that door of letting other people know is them trying to get out of it, I think.
Yeah.
So I think eventually they'll get out of it. It'll take a while, but them doing that
it's
means
like a first
they're not.
step.
Yeah, it is. Because while you're holding it in, you still have a lot of hope for the relationship. But once you let other people know what's going on, that's you trying to like get out of it. Like that's the first step for sure.
I think so. I think that like now I reserve all judgment. Like I don't even say anything, even if I can. Like this one friend of mine who was dating the cokehead, when she would tell me like, "Hey, I think he's doing this," and I would be like, "Oh, he's cokehead."
But still,
it's an awkward position to be in, because then if they stay together, then it's tense because they know what you're thinking.
And now which is what happened, by the way. It's like after I said that little thing and he would come back around and I'd be like, "Hi, nice to see you." And it was just very awkward.
I dated somebody where it was like, oh, he really respected what his guy friends thought, and he would act like kind of like high school. It was weird. Like he would act different in front of his friends and kind of like, and he would like make jokes at my expense kind of thing.
Oh, gross.
And then it's like he wanted them to like respect him, but then he didn't care really like what I thought or my opinion on things. I don't think every guy's like that, because I think definitely some guys are like, they respect women and they like like I've had boyfriends where they really like highly esteem
they get
me.
it. Yeah,
They respect. I could feel it. It's not like a blanket statement, but definitely I've been with guys where they like, oh, they don't. It's weird. It's odd.
Weird.
I don't. And it all comes back, I think, to a mother wound or a father wound or something.
Yeah,
it is. He had mommy issues or something, I think. So he like secretively like because he hated his mom when he was a kid. Now he hates women. Like I think it all comes from your childhood. I think all this stuff.
Scared. I'm so scared of raising a kid. Oh my God, I'm terrified.
I think also it's like if you see like your mom, like how your dad treats your mom, or like
100%.
That's how they're like, oh, this is how much women matter, is this dynamic.
That's why I'm not worried so much about raising my baby, is truly like I can relax at the end of the day knowing that his dad is his dad. His dad is just phenomenal.
That's why it's important to pick somebody good where you want to have babies. It's like, okay, this one will make my kid not a sociopath.
I feel a lot of relief knowing that like even if I were to like just horribly fail as a parent, the fact that he has that father is he already has an advantage. And so that feels like I can go to bed at night.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, Esther has left the building to relieve her babysitter. I have a baby to feed. Thank you so much, Cristina.
Thank you for having me.
For joining us today. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. And don't forget, we have a Patreon where all the juicy stuff is dumped and you get to hear about all the other ugly stuff about our life. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. And thanks. Bye.